Hi, this is Kim. Welcome to the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I have Mac on my right, TJ on my left. What I want to talk to you today about is, Pelosi came on TV the other day saying that they were going to try and amend the 25th Amendment. I have great concerns about that. First off, the fact that they're trying to change our Constitution is beyond ridiculous. Our Constitution works very well. We don't need the Democrats amending it. Secondly, what she really wants to do, I think, is a route, even though she says it's not, to get at Trump should he win. Mm-hmm. Because it said the Congress could determine whether someone was competent enough to be president, which worries me. Or, on the other hand, is this a way to get Biden out once he gets in because they know he's incompetent?
Yeah, it could go either way. Her problem, and I don't know why she's throwing this out, unless she's delusional and has no understanding of the Constitution, is that it takes 3/4 of the states to approve a constitutional convention, which would then amend the Constitution. The House of Representatives can't amend the Constitution. And I heard Antonin Scalia say once that, talk about how difficult it is to amend the Constitution. He said only about 2% of the population can disagree, and these are raw numbers, of course. About 2% of the population is all it takes to stop a constitutional convention. He thought it was a bit stringent and should be maybe, changed up a little bit, but again, she thinks she's got far more power than she does.
She wants power, and I think, and that could be another thing, is, what? Get everyone bumped out of the way. She's third in line. Mm-hmm. She's wanted the presidency, I believe, since she's been in the House.
Yeah, but she wants to do it without the work. She wants to get it through, like so many other things. If you can't beat them, change the rules. She has no intention of she wants to be president, run for president.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? She knows she'll lose. She knows the people hate her.
Zero chance.
I don't know. Isn't she up for election this year?
Every 2 years, the House is up for election.
I don't know if she's up for election, but I sure wish
she is.
She would lose.
No. Well, my again, I'll theorize here. My theory is that where this got a little bit of traction was when President Trump was diagnosed, came back positive with COVID-19 and showed some symptoms, recovered, but in his recovery he was taking medication, which, as with a whole lot of medication, they say don't do this, don't drive, don't operate heavy machinery, may cause mood swings. And it was the whole may cause mood swings, which and so they thought, well, if we can't afford a guy with mood swings, he might push the button at the wrong time or something. And so that's where they got to thinking about the 25th Amendment. And then the theory kind of progressed to they're going to try it out on Trump, see how it works, how far can they get away with it, if by some chance they're successful, great. And then at some point they already know how to play it out. Should they at some point think, okay, thanks for the good time, see you later, President Biden, assuming he wins.
Yeah. Right.
And following the blueprint from whether or not how successful they were with Trump, then they kind of know what to do in regards to Biden.
Well, she's of the belief that the House of Representatives can pick and choose the president. We don't need the Electoral College. Hell, we don't even need to vote. Whatever, like Gretchen Whitmer here in Michigan, she'll decide because she's all a powerful being.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like I said, Pelosi's wanted a position higher up for a long time. Yeah. If that works, and if they got something like that and removed Biden, that would put her as vice president.
Well,
no. That's
not true. What'll happen is if they let's assume a worst case scenario here. President Trump loses, sad to say. Okay, assuming that Biden becomes president, and then they successfully navigate the 25th Amendment, dispense of Biden, Kamala Harris is now president. Kamala Harris would pick a VP nominee, which the Senate would then vote to confirm.
Is that what it is?
That's
Yeah.
how it works. If you remember back when
Now she could nominate Pelosi.
she could nominate
And there may be
anyone,
something in that line. I
any
don't know.
naturalized citizen above the age of 35 or above. She could do that.
Oh, Clinton, she could have.
Yeah, that's how. If you remember back, a little history for you younger folks.
Gerald Ford.
Spiro Agnew resigned as vice president, and then Richard Nixon nominated Gerald Ford. He was approved in the Senate and became vice president. Now, in 1964, after the assassination of John Kennedy, when Lyndon Johnson became president, we didn't have a vice president for a calendar year. It wasn't until 1965 that Hubert Humphrey became vice president with the approval of the Senate. And he was a sitting senator at the time.
Well, my theory is that she'll do anything to get power, and I don't trust her.
Well, there's no disputing that.
I don't trust her. Like I said, it's an overstretch of powers. They're saying they want a committee of 18 doctors, supposedly nonpartisan doctors.
Yeah, like that's going to
be
happen.
able to make the determination of whether the president is competent.
And keep in mind, a couple years ago, there was that whole accusation of the guy from DOJ, and doggone it, if I knew we were going to talk about this, I would have got his name down. The guy from DOJ that they joked around, did he not joke around about wearing a wire and going in and talking to Trump in hopes that he'd say something that they could do the 25th Amendment on. Weinstein, or not Weinstein, the other guy that the guy Weinstein reported to him.
Rod Rosenstein.
Thank you. That guy. They wanted him to wear a wire so that they could trip up Trump and pull off the whole 25th Amendment thing.
Yeah, well, you're seeing a trend here. They want to pack the court, so they want to have, let's say, for the sake of discussion, 15 justices that will essentially decide everything. So now we're going to have these 15 people decide who the president can be. This is a common trend of they want their little cabals here to decide things. To hell with free speech, to hell with the Bill of Rights, to hell with the Constitution. We're going to pick our little Politburos, if you will, and they're going to decide everything for 340 million people.
Yeah. So I've got great concerns about this. I hope it's stopped.
It's going nowhere.
I hope that it won't go anywhere.
It's not. I'm confident it's not because of what it takes. But she can have all the... I almost used a bad expression here, but she can have all her fantasies about how she can create this, and it's not constitutional. And even the sitting court right now would tell you that. Even a 4-4, it won't be a 4-4. It would be probably a 6-2 decision against that. It's blatantly not constitutional.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's like she wants to get out in front of the people all the time and tell us what we need to do.
Either that or she's just trying to create a distraction for the unclassified documents. And I wondered if that thing about Gretchen Whitmer's kidnap plot wasn't the same thing.
Well, of course. The Gretchen Whitmer thing, she's got a lot of stuff right now. She's being investigated for nursing home placement of COVID patients. She had just, 350,000 signatures from citizens in Michigan.
500,000.
Or something big.
Yeah.
To stop her control. Mm-hmm. And then also, what was the third thing? Oh, the Supreme Court hearing.
Yeah.
So
that took care of the other thing.
So she's got all of this stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. So
why wouldn't she want to divert it somewhere else?
Right.
And make it the fault of the Republicans.
Right.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I have.
That's all
you guys have anything?
That's all I got.
Okay, be safe, watch your back, and don't tread on me. Bye.
Same thing.